Hey, there we go. Music time. Sorry about earlier. Your headset decided to go bonkers. I don't know what happened, Snow. I've been away. I've been here. I've been there. I'm gonna have to close some windows, I think, because we're likely going to end up with a lot of stuttering and other such things on this stream. Bear with, because we're in Flowscape right now and we're editing Tahme. As you've seen, I've made the map considerably bigger, which I'm going to be honest with you is going to absolutely destroy my computer. But I'm going to try and figure out a way to make this work, and hopefully we can adjust. This is a pain. What I've got to do is go around the entire map now and recalibrate the ground, because I couldn't add ground around the town. I had to, not easily anyway, not in this sort of sculptable way. You can't just expand the current tile out and keep the center ground where it should be. You can only scale up the whole damn thing. So basically this is going to be a little bit rough. What's up, Danny? How's it going, bud? So what we're going to be doing is lots and lots of sculpting, effectively. So we've got lots of this to do, which is going to just be sorting out the ground here. Lots of control issues, lots of this. And we're going to get loads of situations where this happens, and we're going to have to try and do a little bit of that. And then do a little bit of this to even it out, and then go around here, and you can kind of go down below as well. This is another way of doing it, which is kind of a bit easier. There you go. If you have this problem, jobs are good. And right, there we go, and we can do that. Hey, there we go. So now we have a flat bit there. Wow, I mean, it wasn't that exciting. Okay, so we've got a few areas here that need to come up. So we've got a hill over here. Wouldn't it be cool if they built a tower on this? I'd say 150 gold crown, probably, for a tower. Something like that. That seems like a good idea. Okay. Right, there we go. So that's pretty much where that needs to be. The reason I'm keeping these objects in place is so I can make things go to the previous heights that they were before. So basically that means the scale is the same. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yo, Arthur, what's up? Yeah, I'm back. Right, there we go. That's over there. So this is the Tahme High Street. Right, this is going to be one big ass map soon, and it is going to cause so many loading issues, but hey, we'll figure that out when we get there. Right, there we go. Okay, this all needs addressing. Okay, yeah, I don't technically have to do all of this in quite so much detail. It's not that important, because I could just zoom out. Problem solved, right? Yeah, it didn't make the original map big enough, basically, is the problem. Yeah. Put so much effort into it shows. Thank you very much. Yeah, well, the thing is with not making it too big is it means that it allowed me to still have a frame rate. So that's good. Because the frame rate, man, the frame rates, they go down rather quick in this game. Right, okay, well, we'll keep that roughly where it is. Let's look over here as well. Okay. Okay, that's there. It's my Geralt of Rivia impression. Yeah. Right, okay, so that's pretty... Oh, good lord. So the alternative to doing this, which is, I'm going to be honest, just going to be really painful, will be to just go around and... I feel like I need to start somewhere, though. If I don't have one place properly done, then, you know, everything's a mess. The alternative to this is a rather painful one as well, though. It's sticking land around it and then building on it. But the problem is I can't have that land be too big. Now let me try that English again. I can't just paste in one of the tiles because they don't have tiles that you can manipulate height-wise. And they've only got these weird janky mountains that just won't work. The leveling objects and terrain, perfectionist nightmare. Yeah, exactly. Not good, Ryan. This is not what you want to be doing in your spare time. It's a no-win. Yeah, exactly. It's a no-win. Right, so that's going to need to come up a little bit. Like, I can re-level a lot of this stuff and no one would ever know, except me. Right, that looks pretty good though. And we can go... That looks all right. That's all right. There we go. That's okay. Okay. Well, we've got a tiny bit of grass. Like, is anyone going to bug me about that? No. If you're going to bug me about that, I'm going to bug you about everything. Ah, I remember now. This building doesn't actually have a downstairs floor. So what we can do is... There we go. There we go. Right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right, there we go. Oh boy, this is going to be... It's going to be slow, but... Maybe Sigurd would like to jump on and remind me where he wants what. Otherwise I'm going to have to just make up some shit. So we've lost one building here. One random building has just disappeared. Okay, this will actually drive me insane, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I need the campaign map for 2 to be, you know, it needs to be good. It needs to be good. Right, there we go. Wiggle that down a little bit. Wiggle that down here. Right, that looks good. That looks good. That looks good. That looks good. That's tolerable. That's tolerable. Whoa, okay, that needs changing. But we're getting there. Right. The river is too big. Alright, that's there. Makeout corner is about to get a facelift. There we go, nearly there. Oh, good lord, this is bigger than I remember. There we go. Arthur, we salute my effort. Just remembered you watched my How to Speak Like an Orc. Best fun you've had playing an Orc Barbarian after a friend's campaign. Nice. Oh, well, that's awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that. How to talk like a proper Orc. That's more talking like Alf. I can't really do the Orc accent because the other half's downstairs watching a film. And 'twould be cruel of me on a non-roleplay night to start bursting out in silly voices. As much as it would amuse me, I'd probably lose a few brownie points with her. Right, so we'll reread this up in a mo. Okay, that all needs addressing because that's a frickin' mess. Ugh. Right, there we go. Okay. There we go. I made the river way too... Yeah, you can see how much I'm having to hold this clicker down just to bring it back up again. Right, that might do. Oh no, we're still getting there. Good feckin' lord. Okay, larger doodah. Right, there we go, there we go, there we go. Well, better too much than too little, right? That's what he said. Right. Okay. That looks alright. That looks alright. Hey, there we go. That's good. Deep waters. Any reconstruction commandments? Yeah, what's up? You missed the morning show. Start over. God damn it. Why you do this to me? So morning show we did Endeavour table stuff. We added about 30 events, most of which obviously are utterly horrible. No, I'm quite happy with the Endeavour events though, I will say. Right, there we go. That looks alright. That doesn't look good at all. There we go. Quick time to address some of my failings as a map maker. Oh! No wonder the beastmen keep raiding. There we go. Problem solved. Tahme is safer thanks to its lord and saviour. Airsick, bloom in, sort your map out, Hydra. Right. Sculpt. Sculpt. Right. And now we need to actually make it so it's... That's good, that's good. Right, that's there, and we're missing a building for here. That's fine. We'll come and sort that out later. Okay. It's Flowscape. No, Ryan, this is Flowscape, which is a decent software, as Snow says. I would recommend... Oh, good lord. Okay. You raise me up, your highest mountain. You raise this up to something sea. Oof. I must have had the strength way too high when I did this. Okay. Right, hang on. Let's sort all of these random holes out first. You go up. Right. You go up 2. You go up 2. Don't know what you're doing down there. You can go up. Right. back to here, see what I've done. What have I broken? Okay, this bit's still fine. Everything is fine. It's hard to learn to use, yeah. It is pretty cheap. And, well, it's very good value. Right, so this is... And it's normally, let's say, more effective than what I'm doing currently, which is kind of compensating for my failings as a map maker. Right, okay. So after we flatten this bit out, we're going to be left with a couple of stupid little holes down here. Hey, so that's done, right. So now we can just kind of... Oh, this is going to be... This bit is going to be hell. Right, there we go. Come on, even out. Okay, we're getting there. Artistic expression. Yeah, exactly. That's what this thing's all about. Right, there we go. So we've ironed out that problem now. Just lift this up a little bit. Hey, there we go. Right, shift to bring down. Control to flatten. This bank's just got to go. That's just... I'm pressing control. Why is it lowering that? Oh my god, what have I done to this bridge? This poor bridge. There we go. Oh, great. There we go. Sorry, but this bit will take a while. I'm afraid there's no way around it. All I can say is, look at the bit over here that looks kind of pretty, right? That bit looks good. This bit syncs up properly. You're the Spy Guild HQ, confirmed. Right, there we go. Are you the guild that has no name? So this is how I got in this mess in the first place, by clicking on stuff like this for a little bit too long. And I think over here there should be more stuff on the ground. If I remember, there should be some more plants here. If I go underground, yay, there we go. We found the shrubbery. Hey, there we go. We found it. It's still here. So this is a nice thing of keeping those old plants. I can keep everything like this still in one place. Ah, there we go. Any other plants still down there? Like, that's the majority of them. This is Tahme. This is the rebuild of Tahme. This is Tahme rebooted. And yeah. Do we have any plants here? We have some rocks, actually. Right, it is a little bit of a bugger to get the mouse to do what you want, so just kind of got to keep that in mind. Right, now the river is roughly... That's kind of where it needs to be. So that some of that bit's looking okay now. Let's waddle round here for a sec. Oh, let's actually have the temple, you know, accessible. Oh, that reminds me, actually. You can be deleted. You can be deleted. You can be deleted. You can be deleted. And you can be deleted because we have built the temple. The temple has been built. Right, there we go. So it's going to be a while before we get to, like, editing the... editing Tahme, effectively, but... I'll tell you what we can do is tiling should be more like that. Well, that looks pretty good. Sometimes, sadly, it goes rather angular and square on the edges, and that's upsetting. But we'll have to figure out a way around that. What we'll do is we'll flatten this a little bit. So we did have a large hill over here. Aha! This is clearly here to remind me about said large hill. Large hill, like it was a pretty big hill. There we go. And I believe... There you go. Yeah, that was sort of the size of it. And we had it going up here this way. With a little pass in the middle. So something like that. But with a bit of a thing there, and then this would have been much bigger. We'll get there, guys, we'll get there. Jeremiah will have good arguments to put a torch to it. Yes, with floating rocks everywhere, I would burn it to the ground. That reminds me, Sighard, mana, yay or nay? Yay or nay? Me and Sighard had a little bit of a chat about said manor. Much discussing. Alright, there we go. Right, we're getting there. Slowly, but we are getting there. I guess one thing I can do is... just make this a damn sight larger and just... There will be land! Oh, no! Right, there we go. Need a creepy office space at a minimum. Yeah. So the fate of the manor is still being decided, but... God, I haven't watched Simpsons in forever. I hear Simpsons and now I feel old, because it's like... young people don't... They kind of have a vague understanding of what Simpsons is, but they don't really get it. You know, they just don't get that Simpsons did it. You name it, Simpsons did it. They just don't get it. Right, orchard. It helps if an orchard... Right, still waiting for Sighard's response. Can use the square next to it and next to the temple. Need a temple of Shalia. You need a whole bunch of temples in this place. But I have put it as one of the endeavour things that you gain another priest. Or priestess, obviously. One should not use gendered language when we're talking about priests in Valhalla. Right, there we go. Ah, this is roughly where it should be. There's definitely room for a couple of towers to be built here. Like, there's definitely room for that. Right, come on. So why is everything underground? Look. I'm having to rejig the entire map. So you've got to cut a bro a little bit of slack here as he tries to basically play God and jig everything so it's level again, which is no easy feat. This requires all of my cunning. Thrice over. That's right. I changed the map dimensions, so now we have to deal with this shit, basically. I had to make the map bigger. And basically, here we are. The map is bigger now. Oh, it's not actually raising the map up. You raise me up on something mountain. Right, can you not cut an area? No, you can only basically scale the entire bloody map, which makes me just furious. So you can scale the whole thing, but you can't just add a bit onto the end, because it's not really designed to be done this way. So what I'm effectively doing here is a turd sandwich. This is the turd sandwich way to get this done, and it is slow and painful. Oof. There we go. Right. Hey, Talak, what's up? We got a Talak in here? Where are you? Your name didn't pop up for me. That reminds me, I'm not on multi-stream. Right, there we go. I've just wiped my entire chat log. Apologies, but now I can read everyone. Ah. If any... there you are, Talak. For some reason it wasn't showing. Hey, welcome in. Right. Was the UI always red? I don't know how I changed it, but I changed it apparently, so that's a thing. No idea how. Actually, no idea. Why don't you do that since... Hang on, what are you doing? What are you doing? Well, I've missed something here. What shenanigans are you up to? Sighard is able, so you can pretty much do what you like in this town. I mean, the assumption was that it was, quote, his, but really, what does that mean even? Training ground, right, yes. Yeah, God knows where, but... I mean, if you burn down the manor, this is a lovely ring. So that's something we could definitely consider. You've already got a wall around it, so... We basically just have to all agree that he doesn't really need the manor because it's got a Dave in the basement. Right, so that's actually nearly... Okay, we need to put some rocks there. Come on. Make this slightly narrower. I could just move those rocks. It would be so much easier, but I'm not going to. Ah, that reminds me. Extra things I can delete. I had to do this to make like a floor. So that will save me a few extra frames in my frame rates. The more shit you can delete, the more it helps. The more shit you can delete, the more it helps. Bye, boat. No one liked you anyway. Whoa, okay, we have some issues there to deal with. But first, back to here. So we got a building here that's missing. Ah. Right. Oh, I know where you can have a training grounds. Don't worry, leave it with me. Your GM will take care of everything. Yeah, that's fine. Yoink, yoink. Ugh. Man, deleting stuff's hard sometimes. Oh, god damn you. Yeah, that's fine. Those buildings technically got shafted, so this is where your small training grounds will be. I hope it is a suitable space. It's not going to be that big, but we'll figure that out when we get there. Tree would have been burned down. That would have been burned down. Those would have been burned down. So this area is basically up for grabs. Actually, we could. I think that inn was shafted too. So that's gone. We'll get over here in a second. Okay. It had a Dave in the basement. Yeah, for sure. Considering you pretty much need to build a completely new wall, as the existing one is crap, you might as well build a new wall a bit further out and give the town more space. I mean, Zirag is not wrong there. That is very possibly the most science I have ever heard. So, sure. Sighart has commanded, because he's not here to actually say anything, he has commanded an extension. The town shall be grown. Huzzah! And the people did rejoice. And flying flowers were deleted. Because that's some heresy right there. Right. We have a smith. We need a shop for him. You do. You do. He can have a shed to work out of. Check Twitch once in a while. I'm on Twitch. If you have spoken, I did say that unfortunately Twitch was just not working for a bit. So I've missed everything on Twitch for the past 33 minutes. Hang on, let me load up Twitch myself and see what I've missed. There we go. Thorg is actually here. Why were you on Twitch, though? Hey, Shuri, how you doing, bud? Sorry I missed your comment 10 minutes ago. That was our ship pond. Yay for now, but it will be more of an office where you live. Shouldn't you be rebuilding, Tom? Yes, log in the software. Mod? Okay, fair enough. You are needed to mod. I will accept that. I will accept that. That is a worthy answer. What did you miss, Mark? Everything. Me trying to balance the world. So, right. Is the mana still there, Thorg? Is the mana still there? Oh, dear. Clear. That's the first thing I need to know. I'm sorry if you did answer and I missed it. I'm just clearly a terrible human being. No, talk on whatever you like. I can see wherever you chat now, I can see. So it really doesn't matter anymore. It's only that Twitch wasn't showing in my settings at the beginning because the chat had the wrong thing selected effectively. Is your office in the basement? That is quite funny. If it is. Right, so a lot of this is done. How do you feel about expanding the wall? I mean, you could maybe go for a training ground here. No, not in the basement. Right, no one ever went in this shop, so this is also dead. We'll feng shui this area and make it look pretty in a mo. First, we just need this all to sort of make sense. Oh. Okay. That looks a bit better. There we go. Germans used to use a special mixture of faint paint to make it fireproof. There is no way anything's fireproof in Warhammer Fantasy. If they do have that paint, Tahme can't afford it. There you go. Cannon. 10 gold crown will give you a bucket. If you want the trader variant, it will cost you even more. It will go slightly further. Maybe get you 30 meters per tin of square coverage. You think Sigurd would have the place burned down after an extension search and investigation? Maybe have it fold down and then bear it burned. Okay, so it's gone. Fine. How about the orchard, the other stuff around it? Because technically there's a fair bit of stuff. There's like the flowers in around the area. You guys are watching plot unfold in front of your eyes right now, by the way. Hope you're happy. Right. Orchard will be okay. Okay. Keep the apples because they can't be tainted, right? There's definitely no stories where an apple ever caused anything bad to happen to someone, right? Right? Lols. Oh dear. Maybe it was the orchard that did it all along. You thought about that? No one ever does. No one suspects the orchards. Motherfucker. Burn it all down. I'm just saying, man. Like, you want to be more careful of people offering you apples. Drac, did you miss anything important? No. I mean, I'm kind of selling myself short with that, aren't I? Yes. Everything is important that I stream. But I'm not sure of anything particularly relevant in here. Are there any... Ah, there are the weeds. Dear Hydra. Don't destroy your own plants. There you go. You put them there. Don't cover them up. Are there any down here? Hello! I have found you! Yoo-hoo! Big weedy blowout. There we go. Just a slow descent into madness. Yeah, pretty much. I'm not so sure about it being slow, though. Right, there we go. Right. This needs to come up. So basically I have to re-level the whole of Tahme, but we're also taking this opportunity to sort of pad it out a little bit. This is going to take hours. Like, for real, this is going to take hours. But could be pretty fun. Yoo-hoo. A big summer blowout. There we go. That's nice. I like that. And I seem to recall this was actually a little fishing pier, so... But we're actually getting there. We're actually getting there slowly. You'll have to live out the Temple of Sigmar. Okay, guys. You're here for a historic moment right now. Doink. Oh, no, wait. Doink. 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 I can't delete it. Oh, that's because I'm clicking the wrong thing. Doink. There you go. Doink. Are you keeping the stables? You know what? How much of this are you keeping, really? I think you're just going to have to destroy the whole thing. The wall as well? The wall around the edge? Yay, Mr. Matt. The famous Mr. Matt. How's it going? Famous across the lands. If I were Geralt of Rivia, Mr. Matt would be my bard. And he would sing, and coins would be tossed. And then very, very attractive ladies on YouTube would do covers of the song afterwards. Can't remember her name, but there's a lady that has done a cover of Toss a Coin to Your Witcher, and she has a very, very angular sort of face. But perfect. Just perfect. Can't say that too loud. People might be listening. By that I mean my partner. Right, there we go. There we go. Balance. Balance has been restored. Yes, balance. Right, a little bit of leveling there. Keep the wall, everything else must go. Okay. Horses, doink, doink. Okay, 6 horses just got murdered. Sunflowers, if you want those sunflowers put back, you're an absolute penis. And they're not coming back. They're dead. They're just like Lord Tarm. Poor Lord Tarm. Keep the sunflowers, he says. I tell you, if you want to keep them, they're now the big bad. Doink. So the only thing he's keeping is the wall. What's he going to protect himself from? I hear you cry. Orchards. Yep, it's got to go. But now we have to find buildings to fit this space, and it's going to look really janky. Look at that. That's just really janky. Like, I can sculpt it to try and make... I tell you what I can do now, actually, is I can make this motherfucker flat. There you go. Somehow, with what's happened and unfolded, this place has turned completely flat. There we go. No animals were harmed. You need those horses, at least one. I'm sorry. I mean, to be fair, one of them probably had like a tentacle dick, so I think Thorg is probably excused for his paranoia. Right. I have to stick this strength way up here. Ah! Right, well, sorry, Thorg. That's your anthill now. We're just going to leave that there. We'll come back to that. We'll come back to that. Lord Ant-Man is now your lord. Enjoy. That's now canon. Right, sculpt. I'm going elsewhere. Let's put that strength back down before I kill someone. Volcano layer, nice. Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely. This will be your garden of Moor. For all the dead lords that you've killed. Wait. The lords that you killed that then became dead. There you go. That's better English. Are there any more flowers underneath? Okay, so there are more flowers there, definitely. Okay. Horse with a tentacle dick, rule 34 artist, 5 minutes later. It's done, my lord. Yeah. I mean, God bless those people for doing what they do, but at the same time, is I'm sure they could be doing other things. Like saving the world and drawing artistic things that are, you know, beautiful and pretty, not horse dicks. Got to earn a living though, I guess, right? Okay. That's done there. Right, that's done. Ooh, what's going on here? Ah, we have unearthed an ancient civilization, my lord. These people seem to be primitive. Incredibly primitive, my lord. We're not even sure they could afford fire-retardant paint. Wow. Today will be known as the day when Hydra lost it. Down, down, down. Down, boy. Down, boy. BRB. Yeah, you go back to your aunt. Oh, there's buildings under here. Wow, this is like archaeology simulator. We have found buildings, my lord. Ah, a fire pit. This is where the primitives used to eat. I wonder what they ate. Largely dung. Ooh. Right. No, we're not having buildings going out of the frickin' ground here. Right, that's better. We are not having hobbits. Ah, I think I did have this, though. Hang about. I was like, an underground world, my lord. What is this? No, it's just a reflection, Hydra. Calm down. Damn. Never been so excited about a reflection in a game. Damn hobbits is...
Damn hobbits is... He takes it from me. Hail him. Hail him.
Mother half hates it when I do that voice. I tend to throw a little bit more creepy in there, though.
Stupid fat hobbits is... He takes it from me. He takes the precious.
Got to do it a bit louder for it to really work, but that was like a 6 out of 10 by my own standards. We'll get there. It's a horrible idea to put a garden of moor in the middle of town. Shh, don't tell that to him. I want to have undead as the main antagonists. What would you like in the middle of your town, my lord? A graveyard. Excellent, my lord. Shall I send for the witch hunters? Or shall we wait until we're bollocks deep in zombies, my lord? They don't call me Sigurd the Bum for nothing. I'll take bollocks deep. Wow. Oh, that reminds me. I have another random event planned where a halfling comes to town in search of the man who shot his pa in the bum. And he will challenge him to a duel to the... maybe not to the death, but a halfling duel. It will be the only way to appease his people. Right, there we go. If you're buried there, you don't get up. Oh, yeah, sure. Nothing ever goes wrong in Gardens of Moor. Gardens of Moor aren't inside cities, though, traditionally. Not that I've seen, anyway. They're always on the outskirts. At least I've not come across one in a town yet. I know Boghafen's on, like, the hills and the outskirts. But the thing is they still have blackguard patrolling them, though. I would say if they were absolutely fine, then they wouldn't have blackguard patrolling them. And the blackguard aren't patrolling them just to keep robbers out. Obviously, that's one thing they'll do, but they're a little bit more niche than that. So I think there's something else about them that kind of... Oh, there we go. Slings at dawn. Yeah, confirmed. Look at Middenheim, Talaberheim, and Altdorf. Yeah, but do they have a garden inside or just a temple? Like, I know temples of Moor will be in a town. Ah, yeah. I'm trying to think of a... there is a map somewhere that has... there's one in Vermintide where there's a garden of Moor in the town. No, yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I still think it's fucking creepy, but... Right, we're just going to have to affix this pointy bit here. Right. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me. Right, there we go. Right. You don't need a graveyard if you have a catapult. You see, that's much more like biologic right there. Oh, just hack up the bodies to pieces. You can't raise them if they're chopped up into little bits and scattered throughout the land, surely. I'm pretty sure that's how they do it, but just limbs reattaching. Okay, fair enough. You can have a garden of Moor. Yeah, Moor is the god of sort of death. Think of him like, is it Anubis, guardian of the underworld? Kind of like, you know, in charge of River Styx-esque character. The garden was older than the town. It used to be outside, but the city grows and engulfs it. Yeah, fair enough. Okay, well, that's fair. I don't like that. Like, this is very sort of Madonna's boobies. This bit, way too pointy. PlayStation boobies, not really what we're after here, you know. Right, there we go. So that's looking better. That's nearly there. Right. Right, that now needs to just be ironed out a little bit. I still think having a garden of Moor invites more undead plot than puts off. Because you can just have so much shit go wrong. Like, you can have people break into the garden and... As I say, like the blackguard that are there patrolling, I'm 90% sure the reason they're there is not just for grave robbers. I'm pretty sure it's still like things come out the crypts. Like I know the whole thing about Moor is bury them properly and then they won't rise, but what's the deal with the blackguard patrolling their graveyards then? That's got to be, we got to factor that in somewhere. What's up, Thor? Oh, let me point you to where I had put your Garden of Moor. Here it is. There was tombstones on this hill once upon a time. In Warhammer, undead occur naturally. Yeah, I mean, that is true. They are just kind of a thing. Oh, I did have stuff here. Hey, there we are. I've been digging, my lord, and I found this is your previous burial sites. For like the 9 people that died here, apparently. They're even levitating. Right, there we go. That looks good. Oh, what's going on here? Ah, you just need to come up a little bit. There we go. What are you doing? Also need mass grave for the battle. VTM Bloodline, zombies rise every night in the Halloween Hollywood cemetery. So they have a guy who lives in a little shack at night to kill the zombies. Oh, that's pretty cool. What's up, dog? You are back. Right, so this is here. So we're going to do a little bit of flattening here. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a bit of that. Did I have that as a 2-tiered building before? Okay, well that's fine. Yoink. And we do that. We do that. There we go. Job done. Beautiful. And that's looking good. Okay, we're getting there. Even the molehill's starting to look better, and I haven't touched it yet. Now it's actually a volcano layer. That's pretty cool. Right. Come on. See, that's what you want. That's where you want your mana. On a big ass hill like that. Right. There we go. There we go. There we go. Come on. Up one more. Then we'll just flatten the hell out. They don't say they need to be in a crossroad if they arise they cannot find their way back home. Yeah. It would give you a reason to have Blackguard. I don't think Tahme would be cool enough for Blackguard. You might get like... Because as far as I'm aware, they're only in like the major temples. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. Right, there we go. So now what we can do is just spend a little bit of time just kind of sorting our life out here. And it was straight all along. It might be the case that every Garden of Moor needs a blackguard. Maybe that is the case. I would assume that they're a little bit of a rarity, but maybe I'm wrong. You'll have a moat and a bailey. I completely understand your paranoia. You should be paranoid. Right, well at least I've got this bit sorted out now. There we go. So this is going to look better after all this is done. So that's nice. Except this, which does not look better. Dear Hydra. There we go. Job done. Why couldn't he just delete this sodding thing? Had to keep the wall, didn't he? Had to keep the wall. And then he'll be like, oh, you know what, Hydra, that wall that I kept, I'm going to destroy it now. And I'll be like, you're going to have to pay 200 gold crown to demolish it. In taxes to your GM. That's how this shit's going to work. Right. Oh, we're missing a wall. Well, that's just dandy. Right, there we go. No, the wall's here. The wall is here. The wall is here. It's the only defensible place in town. I mean, that's true. That is true. And it is a wall. I will give you this free. The chances of a wall being corrupt are incredibly low. Not zero, but incredibly low. And naturally, we have... We're nearly there. Jeez, thanks for that bit of knowledge. And the wall's fine. It's a frickin' wall. I'm not going to have a wall turn out to be a major plot point, am I? That would be shit. Right. There we go. That goes up there. Right. And that's actually looking a bit better now. Right. That's looking better. You just knocked down 200 G's worth of buildings. Yeah, but it's also not corrupted, so, you know. And it also makes sense as well. Like, would Sighard be thinking about the money or the fact that this building's fucked up? I think you've made the correct roleplay choice. Or I don't like to say correct, but you've made the decision that makes the most sense to me, at least. Keeping a building that was where a demon was being summoned and had lived for a long time was, you know. Would you even want to sleep in there? Like, if someone offered that to you, like, why the hell would you want to sleep somewhere like that? That would just mess you up in the head. You know, that's gonna mess with you. Demons never get bound in such a manner. Demons in this game can be bound to items. So you can have the demon in the basement was bound, for example, to the basement. So it was location bound. Typically they don't haunt places in such a cliche manner. And demons would not be bound by choice and would be rather pissed off about it if they were. Right, so that basically goes down here. Right, there we go. That's going to go around here. That looks pretty good. So in 2 months, Sigurd, what's going to be put here? Or is anything going to be put here? In 2 months' time, like, maybe we should leave it blank for now, and we can try and we'll get to that when we do the campaign, perhaps. Where the manor was. Yeah, yeah. I'll tell you what, buddy, if you're not busy at the moment and you want to jump in chat, feel free to jump in. I could always get you in voice for a bit. And we could discuss the intricacies of managing your town. Up to you. Don't feel any pressure, but if you would like to, the offer is there. What I might do in some of the prep streams is get some of the other players in. It might be nice just to hear them as players, perhaps. Perhaps not. Should erect statues of the Rat Pack. Yes. Yeah, that'll do it. Right. That'll do there. Wouldn't mind being in a political map stream. Sure. I've done the majority of it, though, I would say. I'm not going to do a huge amount more because simply I don't want to make everything and I want to keep things open for things to change. So I've created like a skeleton framework thus far. I think of everything that will be imminently relevant. It's possible, though, I might do another. It's possible that might get expanded on. So, yeah, watch this space, I guess. Right, I don't like that bit down there, but let's just check here first. Okay, we're nearly there. Do you want you on? I mean, you're well. Like the offer's there, bud. Like you're cool. Complete, totally your choice. Totally your choice. I'm sure we'll get something that's relevant to your character, though, Snow. So I'll have a think on that because I'll probably be doing some more. You're in table for 2. There we go. Hey, buddy.
Howdy, howdy.
Howdy doody. How's it going? Yeah.
Yeah, I was doing some shopping today, so
Nice.
ready to relax. Hate shopping.
I am the opposite of relaxed with this software, but we're getting there, actually. This is quicker than I thought it would be. It's the woes of making the map too small to begin with, but it did save me frame rate issues.
Yeah.
So any other major thoughts on what we're going to be tweaking and doing?
Well, depending on how much of the walls got knocked down, we'll probably push those out a bit. But
Yeah, I mean, repairing palisades, like, it's not that, like, that can all be fixed in 2 months. Easy. Like,
yeah.
that's
So I
pretty
meant, like,
much
expanding out, push out more.
Yeah. So like this bit I've
not
deleted here are where some buildings were destroyed. So we could create a...
Yeah.
There was also hills around, which kind of... Tahme's just in a really
I like
bad...
that big hill right there.
You've got like a big hill right here that I'm looking at. Obviously, you have a bit of a delay, but there's a big hill like on the bottom left side of the map. There's also... The thing is, there's not much danger coming from the east, so the stuff behind the manor's kind of like, it's just lots of big hills and, like, I don't know, let's say a dragon rocked up one day. Well, that's where it would come from, but...
I'm just looking for possible future manor sites.
Future manor sites, right, okay.
Got to take the high ground.
Oh, yeah. That's where you put your cannons. I mean, the manor's in a weird spot, really.
Lady Thunberg gets me some cannons.
Yeah. The reason the town's the other side of the river, though, is that that's where the enemy come from.
I love how these towns are all built in the crook of, like, in a valley of two sets of high ground with no defense at all.
Oh, totally.
People just throw rocks down on them.
That's how we roll. That's how we roll. Yeah,
Most of that's going to be trees again, though, right? Or did you cut it all down?
I will. We'll bring the tree line back like what will look like 50 yards, but it will be representative of probably. I'd say there's only so many trees you can cut down in 2 months, but you can begin the logging. Because you've got like 15 carpenters.
Yeah.
So 15 dudes cutting down trees. How many trees do you reckon? Let's throw this to chat. How many trees can 15 carpenters with hand axes and a few saws get through in 2 months? Probably like several hundred. Like, how many trees a day? Like, one an
hour? Mean you're processing it. You're just knocking them down.
Oh, yeah.
The hard part would be pulling the stumps out.
Yes. Right. Like, I don't know how much sawing... I obviously know saws have been around for a long time, but I don't know the implication of... Like, I've seen people chop down trees with real axes on YouTube because I got into that for a while and was like, I want to watch people do logging. Yeah, but like if the tree is like 3 foot wide, that's good. You're going to be hacking at that for a while, I'd assume. I guess it depends.
2 big man saws. Big blade.
Yeah. The old back and forth. I guess it depends a little bit on the type of tree as well, the type of wood. Like if it's flimsy, or if it's actually going to be giving you some trouble. Using black powder, quite a few. There you go.
Yeah.
1 tree per week per carpenter into useful parts. Yep, fair enough. If you're going to... I think the thing is the palisades are just trunks cut into sections and stripped of branches, really, rather than actual, like, treated pieces of wood. So that's probably fairly straightforward, but yeah, because carpentry and logging not part of the same industry, I guess you could say, but not really the same.
So when people think lumberjack, though, that was actually more of an American term. That wasn't something that they had in Europe.
Yeah, that's fair. What did we call them?
I have no idea.
People.
You guys cut down most of your trees already?
Well, like most people would cut down trees, so it just seems like a human thing to do, basically.
Maybe I don't know what they would call them, but I mean, in the States, they're lumberjacks.
Yeah. Oh no, I don't think a wood chopper. There you go, that'll do.
Yeah. No choppers. We're at war with the choppers.
Okay, so I think we're nearly there, and then we can start look at we're still terraforming, but we're getting there.
I like how that this war we had just completely re-landscaped the.
It's pretty similar.
The terrain's been changed forever.
I mean, the immediate stuff is fairly similar, at least. Not completely, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
And most people would never know
You've
because
grown
they would.
since you built this. This is like your first map.
Yeah. So, sculpt. This is why I had a top-down view. The rest I could leave as a mystery. Ah, there's the path that used to exist over here. So I can actually sculpt
There's one
this.
road up the mountainside.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what. That is going to connect to this now. We'll just pad that out a little bit.
That kind of low area there would be a good place for that fish pond right there where your pointer is.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, let's...
Except that you turned it into a hill. Never mind.
we'll do a little bit here. We'll say this is the beginnings of your fish pond.
Yeah, I didn't think that would be done in 4 weeks.
We just won't show that bit of the map yet.
With a number of
Spoiler alert for the viewers, you're getting a fish pond.
Yep.
Because someone's been on Google being like, how do I look after a town?
Oh, come on.
I should give you more credit,
you
right?
Know, I actually learned it from watching Time Team episodes on BBC.
Time Team?
History Channel or whatever you want to call
Oh,
it.
fair play.
Yeah. There's like 20 seasons of it. Tony Robinson is host. See?
Tony Robinson? The charisma guy?
Yeah, he kind of does politic crap now, but he...
What's he doing Time Team for? Mind you, there's like 100
20
Tony
years.
Robinsons. I'm thinking of a different one. I'm thinking of the life coach one.
Sir Anthony Robinson.
Oh, okay.
He's on Blackadder.
No. I'm thinking of someone totally different.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. The Blackadder dude. Okay. That's fine.
Little impish looking dude.
So this is going to be up to the farmers, I guess. This little road up here. So we've got a pond for them and their carts to fall into now. When the pond's full of sheep in a week's time.
Not enough wood for fences. Sorry, guys.
yeah. Too busy building walls.
We got other priorities right now.
Okay.
There's just one sign. It says watch your step.
Right. A little bit of that.
Oh, it's a heck of a hollow way you're making there.
Yeah, well, roads were rough back then.
Yeah, they were.
There we go. Press the wrong key for 1 second and everything goes wrong. And you spend the next 10 minutes covering for your mistake. Yeah, that makes sense. That's basically headed off to the hills, and I mean, we never zoomed out far enough to actually see what was behind or on top of this hill behind the manor, but it makes sense that there could actually be a couple of farming buildings up here.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not much, but...
It looks like a decent enough area.
Yeah,
Flat-ish.
we'll stick a couple of buildings up here of like... Yeah, this is where shepherds did, you know, things.
Well, we definitely have enough manure to make farmland. Tell the sheep.
Oh, right, okay. I was like, the party have been pooing themselves a lot, so...
Mostly me. I think I've failed more cool checks than most so far.
Yeah. Well, you want to have a speak with Lothar and his 4 resilience.
Yeah.
Not 4 resilience, sorry, 4 resolve.
I have 2 now.
You could change career to a career that gets the resolve upgrade talent. Then you could be braver.
Yeah. He got his from the roll table, didn't he?
I think he got his first one.
Resolve by 1. Yeah. Well, no, unlike most people, I'm sticking with the one class. It wouldn't make sense for me to change to anything.
Yeah,
other
it's
than, like,
difficult
priest
to
and not
change.
do that.
I mean, you could take a sabbatical depending on what happens, though. So we'll see. And there are like the if you read around some of the towns are just run by the burgomeisters and like a council effectively. So that's definitely an option. I'm not saying it would be a good option with Select around. So
town. Yeah, Selp's our only burger.
yep.
He's a blacksmith. He's a tradesman. He's not even a burger.
Yeah.
He's a Met. He's a lovely raw Met sandwich.
Would you consider, instead of a new palisade, a proper wooden wall? I mean, probably long term. Seems like a good idea. Something you could put.
I mean,
what I would say.
Past palisade to start putting up a stone wall at least, or the bottom half of a stone wall.
Yeah,
above it, maybe.
A fortified palisade, effectively.
I mean, it's all rocky and mountains terrain around us. I don't think we're going to be lacking stone.
True. What I'd probably give you the option of is, if you put the carpenters to use in producing the wool, we could effectively like toggle the industry off, so they won't produce you any income, but they'll be building wool. If that makes sense. That would be
Who, the shepherds or the carpenters?
No, the shepherds aren't build a wall. Carpenters.
You said toggle the sheep. You said toggle the...
No, I definitely didn't.
Said toggle the wool?
Definitely not. Never. Lies and slander. The
right.
carpenters. The carpenters could potentially build a wall. The shepherds could watch. The shepherds could guide the carpenters.
Yeah.
Something. That could work. That could be a nice mechanical way of doing it. Right, that goes there. Nearly there. I just want to line up these walls a little bit better because... Oh, hang on. Oh, for God's sake.
Right. I think realistically speaking, the carpenters are probably taking out apprentice just to finish repairs to what was destroyed already.
Yeah, well, if you want anything built in town, of which there would have been lots of repairs to do.
I was thinking in terms of in 4 weeks. I just don't think they'd have time to start building a wall and repair.
Yeah. Well, we're going with 2 months in gameplay, but yes, only 4 endeavours. Yeah. Because otherwise I'm not dealing with people doing like 8 income rolls. Because reasons.
Yeah, I like how some people are like, I'm going to do 4 income endeavours, and then they yell at me when I do 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
have you done an income endeavour yet?
I thought I was going to do 1 to get a shield.
Cool. I mean, you could certainly do more.
Because
Problem is you can't buy armour because you've got a dwarf that's making it.
Yeah. Yeah, South would murder me.
It's kind of hamstrung you there, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Although it's fine quality.
It's on the weapons table.
It's of fine quality, which is worth stating because that's kind of a big deal. I'm going to try and find a way of marking tokens with like good quality and bad quality, so I can keep a track a little bit more easily of who's basically looking the business and who's rubbish. Because I think that would be nice to remember that fluff for you guys, because it's basically just impossible for me to remember who's got good gear and bad gear and all of that stuff. So like every time you talk to an NPC, but I can put some reminders on the tokens at least.
I'm pretty sure I'm the only one with fine quality gear.
Rex also.
No, what does he have?
A fine leather jacket.
Ah, that's right. We talked about the trench coat. That's right. Yep.
Yeah. Fine leather jack. I was like, this just... I don't normally like telling people what to buy, but I'm like, this is exactly how much coin you have, and it makes so much sense to me that I'm like, yeah. That
Well,
that makes sense.
I'm glad I suggested the trench coat too for him, with the way.
Yeah. Definitely. Right, so that's looking better. I think we're pretty much there. Is this the Rat Pack fellow? Yeah, this is Sighard Craft 01.
Yeah, I'm the Texan. Come on. That's not really from Texas.
You close enough. American. Closer to Texas than I am. And I've played like 5 Texan characters in this campaign. They were fun.
I think Germany's closer to you than Texas is to me, though.
Yes. Yes, it is. And my German accent is on point. I haven't even had to play many because we haven't seen many nobles, so it's like, yep, cool.
You shoot him in the bum bum.
You've bought Warhammer nice craft. Okay, so you've jumped in nose deep, knee deep, head first. You jumped in feet first, head first. I don't know. You've taken the plunge. There you go. That's a better expression. I was trying to think of a good expression to use there. My brain just gave up on me. Nice. Well, I hope you enjoy Foundry. I hope it doesn't give you too many life problems with making tokens work and making them do things. But it's such a great system.
Not everybody has to go quite as in deep like you do.
No, not at all. But they should.
I mean, they should, but I don't mean they have to.
It's not. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? I think so. If you weren't,
I don't know. Is it?
No. No, of course it is. I like it. Well, I like it because I can share these aspects of it as well. So it's not like just I can share the creation process a little bit too, which is good.
So to close out, I think the only thing I'm missing right now is the riding horse and the saddle and the quality courtly garb. So that's going to cost a penny.
Yeah. Always try and steal some.
And when they did have some, they sold it to people watching in Bogenhofen, and then we got caught and had to fight a duel. So
yep.
I don't think we'll be stealing anymore.
Oh, yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. I appreciate the paranoia. But who would be watching you now? You know, that's the question.
Everyone.
Yeah.
All of our neighbors.
I mean, you're lord of a town now, so, you know, welcome to that game.
Well, I don't. You said it hasn't been official yet. So it wasn't until Matthias came back.
So first month it wouldn't have been.
Charged until he gets back.
Yeah, you could say that you're still waiting on some paperwork to come through, but this is effectively your town. The only way that you would be relinquished from looking after this, at least from what Matthias has said, is if he comes back and kills you. So
here's the hoping.
Yeah, exactly. I'll finally get some peace. Okay, we need to do some rocks there because that edge looks terrible.
I don't know why the hell I left Gnome. I can be target practicing with my 6-shooters.
Yep. Damn Skippy. Right, that's looking pretty good. Don't really like this bit, but right. This bit was being there we go. There we go. Right. Hydra, do you have a subscription available on Twitch? No, I'm afraid I don't. Because basically, if I stream to both of these things at the same time, it won't let me. It's to do with policies and science. So, I think the only thing that we have to ask ourselves now is, do I have to change the surrounding landscape to make it look a little bit more randomized? I think the left is probably okay. Obviously, this little random divot could be ironed out, because the left is pretty much just woodland, so we can just do a little bit of that there, and maybe just like do a bit of a hill in the background.
Yeah, I mean, based on the map, when you go out a ways from the river, it's pretty hilly, mountainous.
Yeah, and that's effectively, that view here is what we'll be looking at most of the time. So,
Ooh, I like that area south of the where the manor was. That flat area along the river. That'd be a good spot for a dock or something.
yeah,
Too.
that's a good bit. So I probably won't mess with the geography too much now. I might just make this bit a little taller. There we go. Pad that up a little bit.
That'll be where I put my manor right there on that hill.
Yep.
The one that you're doing.
You want it up on that
I mean, I'll be
hill?
dead before we get enough money to be able to build one, but
Yeah, probably.
I'm just gonna be living out of the temple for like a hobo.
Really crying out for a training ground. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Right. I just need a little bit more.
I like the pretty rainbow. It really adds ambiance.
Oh yeah, we need to go for a much less happy map. There you go. Miserable nighttime. There you go. Toggle sky rotation. Let's go with, do we need to change the ground texture type so we can put the brightness down a bit here, I guess?
I mean, it kind of looks like heather or scrub when it's got that like browner highlights. Like like Scottish bog or moors.
Yeah, it's all right. I think, yeah, a little bit more rocky would maybe suit it because of like what it's supposed to be. But then if I change it to this, that's 5 types of fucked up. That doesn't work. So if we go, I mean, I can change the mask to a. But you can't rotate the mask, which really sucks. Because I'd like to rotate the mask so that east would be rocky and this would not be, but I can't really do that. So, yeah.
I mean, like, it rains like most episodes.
Yeah, I
mean,
like
like
it.
what you guys in England.
It
like,
just reminds you.
Like it gets covered in grass and moss and stuff after a while.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I think.
As long as there's no ivy. Ivy's banned from my town. No ivy.
No
anywhere.
ivy allowed. So if
That's
we
my
went
pyramid.
for that, and maybe rock here. No. Okay, so I'm gonna have a little play around with terrain now. Some folk might be triggered of like, Hydra, the ground's changed. Okay, so maybe that and that. No. That's too green and happy.
Oh, God, it looks like the lunar landscape.
Yeah. That's kind of. I like how it's a grey bit right under where you burn the mana down. Like that. Yeah, it's something like by the time you put a road in, that might look a little bit better, but. Yeah, I'm not 100% sold on that ground type. Like, we've got just shitty dirt. Like, that's probably more appropriate, actually. This is a bit more just like, well,
Yeah,
dirt.
that's okay. We did just have a bunch of fires too, so a lot of the grass would be burnt.
Yep. Yeah, that's true. So then we'll go for this. We'll turn that down just a tad. And that looks all right. We're doing all right here. We're doing all right. What else are we going to do here? Oh, I'm going to change it so I can actually see chat again. Okay, so what we'll do is we kind of need to decide what goes where. What I'll do is I'll stick a bit of wall over here. Yeah, that's going to have to be done manually. So what do you reckon? Like just a little bit of a gradual expansion, or?
I would say try to get like that hill right there that you're working towards.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's overlooking most of the town. That definitely needs to be like has to have a wall around it. Otherwise, they're just gonna jump over the fence again.
I love it how you're sort of discussing as if like, yeah, I'm down. Fine. This will be a
we put a watchtower up there.
20 gold crown could be yours.
I would for sure have to do all income endeavors because I'd have to pay for it out of pocket at this point.
Probably, and honestly, that's not a bad way to fund what's going on here. Just given how much money the town's going to be generating.
Yeah, well, I was thinking that area either could be that where the manor was could either be trading grounds because we're going to need militia, or like I said, temple or garden of moor because it's already walled in.
Yep. I mean, it's
hopefully that poor woman is not completely insane.
Well, she was compos mentis. She's just a bit skittish.
Yeah. Nope. Demons. I deal with undead, not demons. Nope. I'm done. Nope.
Pretty much.
You made me write down names off skulls. Are you insane?
Sure, we'll just update
you
her
handle
character.
Skulls all the time, lady.
Yeah, not ones that are bleeding from the eyes. Her skull.
This is an everyday thing for us. I mean, come on.
Yeah, welcome to Tahme. Here's a t-shirt. And some corruption points. Okay, this is just frickin' walls on hills, man, are the worst.
Go out and around more then.
No. That's too much.
That's
too much wall
the
for you.
Points.
Too much space. You can't handle it. Too much space. Right, there we go.
To be fair, we need to start putting spikes in the river to keep the gits from floating up into the middle of town.
Spikes in the river. That is a good shout. You know what? That is one of the... I hadn't even thought about that, but that's a freaking good idea, actually. Just no trade will pass through here. Yeah, yeah.
Right, about 3 inches below the surface of the water, so you can't see it until you already hit it.
I mean, if session 3 you get a river invasion because you didn't follow through with that idea, you only have yourself to blame. Sure.
Retractable wooden gate.
That's a good idea. Well, I like that. Yeah, sorry, Drac.
Now you have to trade with us.
Now you have to trade with who?
Now you have to trade with us, so you can't use the river.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that is a pretty enterprising business there. Like, this, we have toll spikes. So if you want to go through our bit of the river, you have to pay the fee, and we use some sort of mechanized thing to lift the spikes. I like it.
Like a toll road, you have to throw money in the bucket as you drive by, or it doesn't know up the gate.
Yep, that sounds legit. I'm down. Something that can be dropped in the river.
I'm talking like a New Yorker. That's what they do there.
Yeah. Chuck money in a bucket. Alright, there we go. So you've got a lot of space here. You've got a lot of real estate. You're going to have to pad that out. Otherwise, I'm going to put a demon cult there.
Yeah. Well, so we need area for veggie gardens and stuff, so people aren't starving to death. I think that's going to be priority one. But put a watchtower at the top of that hill too.
So what we'll probably kick off with, you guys in chat, you get some secret, like this is GM player chat here. This is some meta shit going on. But what I think we'll probably start with is I've put a mechanic in place. You didn't see the earlier stream, but if you wanted to, say, go to a nearby area and recruit new people, you could go there for an endeavor, do a leadership test, and you would gain SL. You would get your class bonuses, so you would get quite a few bells and whistles. But you get SL amount of workers from there. So if you needed to replace people, but what I'll probably have at the beginning is at least the expectation that about 1d10 citizens are starving to death every fortnight. Just for that extra, like, yeah, people are dying. Because it's not been something that's been touched on much, but, you know, people are starving to death here. I've not constantly reminded anyone. And you guys have been getting food.
I keep bringing food in, damn it. I've been keeping odds track.
You definitely helped mitigate a lot. The Hunter Guild.
Oh, look, Sigurd's doing another money endeavor. I wonder what he's going to do. Oh, he's buying food. Not buying chainmail to save himself.
Buying food for the poor people again. Noob. Gonna get killed by a massive troll instead.
I mean, is Rex a troll now? Officially?
Maybe. Right.
He is my biggest troll.
Right. That will go here. There.
Yeah, I think I might do two.
Two income endeavors?
Do two
sure.
Money endeavors. Yeah, I do one to buy like seeds and stuff for plots for people to start growing stuff.
I guess you guys do have Yana in. I factored that into your agricultural capacity. So
I figure she'll be our agriculturalist.
She's basically the only reason anything grows here, because she one of the miracles she does is bless the harvest effectively, which is just useful for keeping people alive when they're starving. So I've made this area a bit flatter, just so when it comes for me putting in buildings there later, that's a little bit bigger, but there you go. That's the new shape of Tahme.
There we go.
Definitely need an engineer.
Expand to.
Yeah. Yep. Lots to do.
A mill would be nice, because we're gonna need a water wheel for the granary if we do start growing stuff.
Yeah, if you start doing your own stuff.
Or the sawmill.
You'll probably need to import grain just because of the absence of any really flat land that's particularly good for growing, but you might be able to get some. Like, just for narratively it to make sense, you'll probably be like doing potatoes and stuff that's a little more versatile.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we could terrace into the hills and do rice paddies.
Yeah, exactly. Your dad can do his offensive Vietnam impression.
Yeah.
Such an uncouth band, but so cool.
Hey, he fought vampires. I think he's allowed to
Yeah, he can do as he likes. Right. There we go. Any questions in chat for the campaign, for myself, for Sighard? Anything you want to know? Anything that's sort of bubbling around in your brains? I think this is all looking pretty tasty, actually. Aside from this, I'm going to be forever finding little bits like this that are just going to absolutely trigger me. There we go. That's that done. Right, there we go, there we go, there we go. Need a river gate. Yeah, you're going to need an engineer for that. But yeah, it's a good idea. I don't have the river as having much passing trade at the moment. Like, it should do, really. Because it's a river, but there would be boats that come through.
Actually,
here,
kind of a major one too.
Yeah. Between Yettenberg and Blute Rock, so it's the only way Yettenberg's going to get anything anywhere. Like I'd put it down as the occasional boat coming through, but just Tahme not being like a major pass through, just because lack of ability to defend anything. But you know,
Isn't this a major kind of river from Blute Rock going up to the River Reich? Or do they have another access?
Yes, in a word. So from here to the Blute, so from you to Blute and Blute onward, yeah, pretty big deal. It would be for that you've got 2 towns south of you, and it would be the only way they would be able to get anything towards Altdorf. You need to look over the recruitment mechanics. So, in a nutshell, the way I've put the industries is I've said population will be able to get you a skill of up to about 30, depending on how many people. So the average industry 30 skill equals 30 people. Obviously blacksmiths not quite the same, so not all of them would scale the same, but that's just as like a rough estimate. And then if you have a workshop, again, as long as it's appropriate for that one, you'll get a bonus 20. So if you had a workshop, say the carpenters, they get a bonus of 20, because, well, it's useful to have one when you're doing something like that. And then if you have a notable person or character leading them, depending on their rank, you could get plus 5, 10, or 15 as well. And then, in addition to that, any other narrative fluff, things that you've done, will either add plus 5 or plus 10, depending on what it is. So, if you've gone out and got stuff, that will help. If your NPC that was leading dies, that will not help. If you fall out of favour with Yeoman, for example, when he left town, the Hunters Guild would decrease its output by 15, the skill rating. And if half of the hunters left, it would help because I'd actually have a mechanic in place to sort of explain how that would work. And I'm pretty happy with it. And I've said recruitment is a leadership test. Yep. What's up?
Yeah, I'll probably end up doing a recruitment. I'll probably end up doing 1 or 2 recruitment tests.
Yep.
And then two income endeavors. And then half that income will go for the shield, and then the other half will go towards buying seeds for growing, I think.
Sounds good. So what I've put down for recruitment is, let's say you go to a nearby town and just try and drum up some farmers and be like, come work for me, don't work for them. Firstly, I have put a disclaimer that will piss people off. So just note that if you're going to other towns pinching workers, like, they're not free. They work for someone currently, so stuff. but you would gain SL quantity of workers, which would equate to SL quantity of skill. So that's a pretty quick way of doing it, but unless you're fairly selective about where you go. So if you wanted, let's say, you wanted
to try to get back any one of the 200 people that left in the last month.
Yeah, exactly. Well, what I've also said in there is that Tahme will probably have 1d10 skilled workers come back each week, provided things are improving and not getting worse. But like travel is not particularly common in this, so it's going to be a slow process, because even if people wanted to come back, it's going to be risky for them to do that. So that's like the rough idea of what we'd be working with there. So I think that'll work. I think that will be a nice way of doing it. But so you can basically go out and drum up interest, although if you go to another barony and just basically steal workers, it goes without saying that you're going to piss someone off. So you may have to like go to a different place each time. Yeah, or go to places that have maybe a spare amount of workers, so you could travel further afield to where there are more refugees from raids, etc. And it's always difficult if you're in someone else's territory, but
right. Well, I mean, they're limited on space in places like Nuln and Altdorf usually, aren't they?
Yeah, so the cities will perhaps be somewhat overpopulated, but I'd say as a result you'd probably find less farmers looking for work in Altdorf, for example. But you'd probably find blacksmiths more easily, so I would give a bonus or a penalty to the place, given you'd have a massive amount of people in Altdorf, but just finding farmers looking for work to me would seem less likely than finding something else.
We get some Nuln engineers. There you go. Gunslingers.
Yeah. We'll probably negotiate the role and the bonuses before, so it wouldn't be sprung on you, but we'd probably say, okay, you want to go here and ask, it will probably be a plus 30. Or you want to go here and ask, it will probably be a plus 10. So it wouldn't be a complete surprise. That's what I'm thinking, at least.
Yeah, depending on the
time of year, recent events. Like, if the area's at war, there might be a lack of available hands to work, but if it's just finished a war, there might be it might be the opposite. There might be loads of spare people you could use as guard. So I don't know. We'll figure that out. You need more cowboys. Yeah, you need more cowboys for sure.
Oh, don't worry. They'll be coming.
They'll be coming.
Yeah, we got good pasture land that has sheep. We could bring up some steer too, cows.
Yep.
We could really have cowboys.
I've done a training endeavor as well for your warrior priest, so that's now a mechanic. So he can train troops to save you some money.
Oh.
But you still have to equip them.
Good.
So
I don't get war leader for like another for a while.
War leader. Well, I can't remember what that did.
It's like commanding troops in combat. I can quadruple the number of people that can hear my orders.
Yeah. Okay. So for him, it will be training troops with skills. So effectively teaching people to fight, etc. So turning civilians into guard, effectively, is what I'm working toward with that.
Right, militia.
Yeah.
Less troops, more militia, right?
Either militia, guard, or sentries. So it could be a little bit of either. Let's go more random size here.
I'm going to call them the Tahme Minutemen.
Sounds good. I've done
we get some...
do you want a little weir here?
Yeah, I think at some point there's going to be a... Are you talking about like where that fish pond entrance is?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be like a sluice gate or something there to keep the fish from going out back into the river once we start the farm.
Yep. I've been to a few trout farms in my day. Put the thing in the water, pull out the fish.
Used to build little versions of it for wilderness survival courses and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And streams.
Right. So now
I'm sure it's transferable.
Oh, yeah. That'll do.
But yeah, I thought this would be a good idea since we lose so many the fishing
Yes.
stuffs with the river gents and stuff that we need something to buffer it.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to have to do something else just to make that look a bit more believable, but it's a starting point.
Well, I mean, they haven't finished the whole thing, so...
Yeah, so what I'll say is that there was a small pond here already, because it makes it sound slightly more believable.
Yeah. We could have the old man Tom before he was killed up north.
Yeah, I mean, it could be
Had
there and just
started
been abandoned, like, just not in use.
Yeah, just derelict. It's got to get mucked out and enlarged.
Sounds good. Sounds good. Oh, I love it when a plan comes together.
Indeed.
Right, there we go. That seems a little bit more believable now. Couple more rocks just to feng shui. Is this obsessive? Slightly.
And then when we start getting howitzers, we'll put either side
howitzers.
Of the weirs.
Yes. That will definitely help. Alright, there we go. So there we go. Hey, what's up, Vex? What are we building maps for? Right, we're building maps for our TTU tabletop roleplay game, basically. This is the town map, and we've just completed our first portion of the campaign. So now we're on our second chapter, and I'm basically adapting the map to what the players are doing. This is their town. Let's save this before it breaks and I cry myself to sleep. Can you import your own 3D models into it? Yes, you have for it. Yeah, you absolutely can. They have to be Unity compatible. There's a specific type. Craft01, question for me. Would you ever be willing to share my event endeavour table? Yeah, of course. I've just updated it, so send me a message on Discord if you're not in the Rat Pack, in the pub. Auto Hydra. I really need to change the name to like the Rat Pack Tavern. Or no, the Rat Hole actually. We'll just call it the Rat. No, but no, it's too much like the other thing. Oh, this is a cool place for a temple. Just saying, cool place for a temple, bro.
Yep, we're gonna need one for
your soul,
Raya.
Yeah, well, she'll basically be pitched up with Yeoman right now, and probably, you know.
Well, I promised her one, but it wouldn't. I told her it'd take a while.
Yeah, like this campaign, you'll probably build like one or two things. So, I mean, it depends. Like if you got loads of money, like there will be ways for you to get a load of money quite quickly, but it will dramatically shift everything. So, but it could happen.
Yeah, and then a bunch of other baronies declare war on us while they're fighting greenskins.
Yeah, exactly.
I know your double-edged swords.
No, well, look. So as an example, if you went up to one of the major baronies who was doing much better for money and were like, yo, can I borrow 1,000 gold crown? And, you know, I'll pay it back in these sorts of installments and I'll become your vassal. You might end up, you know, they might even say yes. Wouldn't that be nice? What program is this? This is Flowscape. You need to make some better maps for your D&D group. This is Flowscape, and you should check out my Rat Pack campaign, Vex, on my YouTube channel, Roll Corruption. because Roll Corruption has all sorts like this. So you could take a video like this. I prefer to do... This is a narrative map, so this is just to show off the town. But you can export an 8K image from this, and it'll look pretty tasty. So what we're going to do, actually, is we're going to just start painting the road in here, because that'll at least help it look a little bit more reasonable. Oh, yeah. Hang on. There we go. Let's just go here and... Oh, we need to sort this out, because... Oh, my God. Hey.
I feel like I'm on a roller coaster.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm sorry to anyone that gets sick with this sort of thing, but, you know, it has to be done. There we go. Right, but yeah, I use my custom maps, custom tokens every week in our sessions on Friday. I'm not streaming this, well, I'm streaming tomorrow, but it's not going to be an actual session because we're sort of between chapter 1 and chapter 2, having a little break so I can do some frickin' GM prep and try and catch up with the billion things I need to prepare to make this all work and stuff. So we got lots to do. Right. But I really like the software. Such good software. Right, there we go. Turn that strength up a tad. There we go. Right, put that down a little bit. Right, come on. Smooth it out a little bit. This is the not so thrilling bit of Bob Rossing it, but hey, can't have everything. You're probably wondering, like, why is everything the wrong height, Hydra? How did that happen? Well, life happened, basically. And there we go. Right. So now we have something that can pass as a road. You just bought it. Oh, nice. Nice. I'd strongly recommend Flowscape. Like, it can be a little bit janky to learn, but you'll get there. And when you do, it'll be worth. Right, so we've got a few floating things there that I need to deal with, but this is largely as it should be now. So we're going to have a little bit of got like a bit of a town square thing going on up here. I like this. I think I'm actually going to try and make it look a bit more like a town square now. Right. That looks good.
Yeah, gonna have a job board with an exclamation point above it, right in the middle.
Yeah, like 5 exclamation marks.
Yeah.
I made an endeavour actually.
Couple of ampersands.
You might like this. A group of adventurers come to town, and if you can pass a charm test, you can basically convince them to try and tackle one of your issues. So you can
nice.
Basically,
I can do charm tests.
You can do that.
Charm and leadership is about all I've got.
Yep. There's a couple of nice ones in there. I've done a couple nice ones on the table. Not many. I'll give you that. But there are some. Right. This is way too steep. This is unbelievably steep. No wonder the farmers aren't farming here. They can't even get to work. This was supposed to be like a path going up here, so... Ay. Right, there we go. We're getting there. We're just going to move those damn buildings in a second. I'm just going to frickin' destroy them. Cross-functional guy, you can easily just juff the fence. Yeah, the fence could just be jumped. Definitely.
That fence should definitely be on top of the hill.
Yeah, I was. Well, it's to keep the poor people out. It's nothing to do with protection.
Well, they failed. They let us in.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, they didn't build the fence in the right direction.
For them.
Right, back to sculpting. I will have this hill looking half respectable. Right, there we go. There we go, there we go. Come on. There we go, come on, we're nearly there, we're nearly there. Down to 15 frames now. We're getting there. Ooh. Right. That's steep as fuck still, but... Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay, great. You just fall down the road into work. That'll do. Tell you what I could do to make my life a little bit easier is I could actually just put that down a little bit. Right. So we go around here, down there, and then go down here. There we go. Do that like 5 more times, and we'll have something that vaguely resembles... Okay, there's just one lump here. This really doesn't matter, and it's just me being particularly anal. Like, this is not necessary. Steepest road in the motherfucking world. Yeah, that seems about right. I mean, there's shepherds going up and down, right? They should be able to cope with that.
Yeah, for sure. All right, boss.
All right.
Do you have a link to your Discord? I don't see one on your YouTube channel.
Oh, it will be in the pub tour. That place that rarely gets used.
Pub tour?
Yeah. Should be near the top. Like,
yep, gotcha.
should be near Hydra content and all of that. Right, there we go. That's looking good. There we go. Right, one more stroke. Back and forth, back and forth. And this will be smooth like butter. There you go. Cemetery at the top of the hill so the bodies can just slip down into it. Yep, that'll do. Oh my god, I have to deal with this because it's just gonna frickin' trigger me otherwise. There we go. So now it looks a bit more like a road. There we go. That's I'm leaving it like that. That's fine. Whoa. Okay, the map will actually look pretty decent once we've got loads of stuff on it. Like, we just need to pad it out with loads of trees now, and we can do like loads and loads of stumps kicking around here. Like, that will probably take a feckin' year to do, but we'll get there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to import some oxen or something from Nuln to pull stumps. Although I'm sure Alf will help. He could probably pull them out with one hand.
That's not a bad idea. Right, so what we'll do
This is what we do for fun.
Okay,
Are those sheep?
so that's one type of tree.
What are those? Oh,
The stumps.
are those sheep? I couldn't tell with that view that you're at. Yeah, I gotcha. That's a lot of leftover usable wood there, guys. Come on.
Right, now for the painful bit. Click, 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 click. I've got a better idea. Oh, no, no, no. Idea's coming soon, but first we need... Right,
Those stumps are like prime furniture making wood right there.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Get some
called
nice...
crotchwood. Can you zoom
Yeah.
in? Yeah, that's
Guess-
stuff. Good for tables and all kinds of fancy stuff.
Right, so now we just raise that up a tad so the stumps are actually covered as much as they should be, so it doesn't look dumb. I did debate lowering them all individually, but then I thought, no, I don't want to die while making a sodding map adjustment, so... The things I do for my players. This is why no one wants to GM. It's the hours of adjusting tree stumps that, you know.
To be fair, most people don't do it.
Oh, for sure. Alright.
Or like when Matt Mercer builds all of those Dwarven Forge landscapes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
There's been a couple
He
of times
builds
where
them.
he put like hours and hours and hours into it, and then they didn't even fight where he thought they were going to.
Yeah. That must suck. He's probably got a shed of like 50 things, and some of them are likely just like, I'll just take this and this and bodge the two together.
You know, people are just giving them stuff hand over feet to, hey, use this and then talk about it.
To be fair, Vex, my group probably are as well, but the thing is I like to spoil them a little bit. It's mainly because I'm doing it on YouTube, and there's nothing more boring than watching someone on Roll20 just sort of fapping around with a horrible white screen in the background for a viewer, you know? So that's where Hydra steps in and tries to make some visual candy. Then I'm not putting my players on webcams because, you know, let's be honest. No one wants to
see
watch
a bunch of middle-aged white dudes.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, does it matter that we're white? Do they want to see a bunch of middle-aged black dudes? Who knows? Maybe we're missing out. Who knows? Who knows?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
What do you mean, you people?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you're black anyway. Well, Sigurd is. Right. Yeah, we're going to go ever so slightly larger. Ever so slightly larger. Doink, doink. And we're going to go... And we'll go for... yeah, we need more piney trees. Yeah. Visual candy looks tasty. Good stuff. So... The thing I like within this is that we've got a setting that's been heavily influenced by the players. So the amount of the town that has just been deleted and adjusted is because of the decisions they made and the friends they made and the friends they didn't make. So that's really cool, right? Yeah, here's where the frame rate goes to shit. So in terms of the angle we'll want on this, we probably want to go around here. The nice thing is that this will actually give us an 8K image by the time we zoom in on this. So that'll be pretty neat. Quality will be pretty decent. And I tell you what we can do as well is it looks like the fog is turned on. So we'll just turn that all the way off. There you go. So that gives you a slightly crisper view. What you can do is you can adjust vignette, saturation, exposure, etc. You can do all sorts with lighting on this, but I would strongly say check out my campaign to see more of that side of things, because that is too much for me to do right here. And we're going to go for rocks. Yeah, here's where the frame rate completely dies. Okay, so we'll probably be going to like here. Probably back a little bit more. So probably like, we need to get that stupid fish pond in, don't we? Mumbles about fish ponds. Which means we also need, doink. Right, so now we can paint. We can actually paint a road in here now. So we can paint this. Hey, and we can tile it as small as we can, which is going to have to be that, I think. Clear. Let's have a look. So if we paint just a bit here. Okay, well that's way too bright.
The amount of cobble and with the amount of cobble and stone around, we should be able to put main roads in stone. You would think,
Yeah.
not like cut stone, but
Yeah, just
so instead of making clearance cairns for farming land, we use it to tamp down roads, so it's not mud.
The tiling. Okay, well the only one that's going to not look terrible is the that. So that's what we'll go with.
That's scary. that one that made the road look like veins.
Yeah.
It's not something you wanted to see in your town that just had a demon in it.
For sure, full shoal. Right, so we'll go here. We'll give it a little bit of that, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Yep, about as. Yep, we don't do flat here. Oh my god. Okay, now I have to go through and fix that, because that looks god-awful. Okay, this will be the town square. I think when you adjust the ground, though, that the texture actually changes with it. Or at least I freaking hope so. Right, so...
Is that the new market square?
I guess so. Yeah, I guess so. Right, so that's just headed off to Blue Rock. That's your road to Blue Rock. Yeah. And all right, let's do this down road. I'm not happy about this. So this makes no sense because they should be coming. Oh my god. Paint. Yeah, okay. Okay, we're going to have some tidying up to do here, Hydra. Yeah, we're definitely tidying up to do. Erase. No, he clicked erase. There we go. Here go the frame rates. Frames are looking pretty bad. There we go. Looking good, looking good, looking good. I think if we just go back to painting and do a... Okay, we'll have that properly paved at least. And that road will be paved, that will be paved. Okay, this ground is lumpy as F, but that will be fixed, that's fine. Okay. That will be our little markety area. Yeah, it makes sense for that to be like that.
We have no shortage of stone.
Yeah. I don't think you've got anyone in town that actually has the tools to work it, though.
There's what did you say, about 100 masons working on the temple?
Well, they went ages ago, but yeah, they would do that thing. Right, there we go. That's looking a little bit more like a town now. And we'll go path down here. There we go. Yeah, bring the guys from Bogenhafen and you'll have a +5 speed road in no time, whatever the hell that translates to. Okay, we're just gonna expand a few bits here. Fuck it, just gonna pave that right up to the wall. I'll give you a little bit of leeway in that if you can do some stuff, we can have Tahme in a semi sort of booming state at the beginning of the campaign of sort of like, hey, Tahme's doing great, everyone. It's basically Murica. Come to Tahme.
America.
Everyone
Texas.
will touch you. I don't know. It'll be great.
Lower taxes.
Low taxes, yep. You do realise that means you don't get paid. Low taxes.
Lower taxes. I didn't say no taxes.
Fair.
There's a difference.
Fair.
I'm not a socialist, but at the same time, I'm not dumb.
Fair. Invite them in and then raise the taxes again. Basically, when an election's coming up, lower the taxes. Right?
No, we have to have. I don't have a tax on exports, but I do on imports.
Okay. Yep, fair enough.
Bring business to us rather than exporting all of our workforce.
I think if you want a good business model, just I don't know, just execute a few people. Public hanging. Well, that probably does. Probably does a lot to help. Yeah, I will be charging you for guard towers,
up
but
in the farmer.
Stone walkway up in the what?
You put it up in the pasture area or the farming area.
Where's the farming area?
I'm just messing with you.
Oh no, this is a road heading off to the farming area.
So I meant like the big area that we just re-fenced in.
Oh, this one. Oh, are you farming there? I thought you were putting buildings there.
No, probably not. Yeah, probably. Well, we need farm area.
You need some. Well, you at least need everyone to be growing their own vegetables, which is not something that happens in Tahme, which is really weird because that's kind of like the norm.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yep.
So
that's what that income and endeavor to get the seeds is pretty much for getting vegetable stuff for people to have their own plots.
Yep.
It wouldn't be for income. It would to keep people from starving to death, and so that we can build up the other industries. Because we're not, like you said, it's rocky. It's not a farming town. We have to have other industries.
Yeah. Like you'll be able to get. I mean, heck, I'll tell you what you could import that would be dirt cheap. Dirt.
Dirt, yeah. Well, we have a lot of sheep. We could just use a lot of sheep poo. We could sell our poo for manure.
Like if the ground is like super acidic though, and like you're having trouble growing, then like just as an example, if you were to import like have a bunch of people with carts just being like, dude, just go here, dig up some soil and bring it to me. Now you can have a bonus to your agriculture.
Just don't get it from the Haga crypts. We don't need dirt from there.
Yeah. Although, it would have extra minerals.
Yeah, all kinds of bone meal.
Yeah, exactly. All the bonuses. We want bees as well, damn it. You want bees? Sure. Enough bees for 200 people, please.
Oh yeah, is that Talik wants his apiary?
He wants to be the full stereotype, you know. Who are we to stand in his way?
I told him. I told him the other thing he could do is the pigeon, those domed pigeon. I can't remember what they're called. All of the monasteries had them for collecting pigeon eggs and for food. I can't remember what the heck they were called.
Pigeon eggs. Ugh. I've had pigeon carpaccio once, so I can't really talk, but. Tell you what, the area just south of Tahme, well, if it wasn't like all charred and nasty looking, that would probably be quite tasty. Let's go painting a little bit more. Right, there we go. Off into the distance. There we go. Down there. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a stone path to the temple now. You've earned it. Yeoman's probably pissed. Like, these trees! I raised them from pups.
I talked to him about it beforehand.
Oh, I'm sure he was
for his permission.
Absolutely fine. He was like, yeah, do whatever you want. I won't get annoyed. Sure.
Well,
no, you did.
He's also not Freya.
You did say, and he would be like, yeah, take a few, but not the ones I like.
Yeah, no, I think that was part of the deal. Was if there's any trees that you don't want cut in the immediate area, please mark it so.
Yep, he's pissed on a bunch.
So that we know. Yeah, I can smell the bear.
Right, there we go. Right, right, we're getting there now. Sod flying rats. Yep. Right, that's looking pretty good though. It's we got a ways to go, but I think what I'll do is I'll throw in a bunch of
they're squab hutches. That's what they used to use.
A squab hutch.
Domesticated pigeon. Yeah. A lot of monasteries and stuff like that in England used to have them.
Yeah.
Along with like fish ponds and stuff like that, so they were self-sustained.
up a little bit more in size. This will be just leftover lumber.
There's your firewood for next winter, fellas.
Yeah. I'll say you've got plenty of damn firewood.
Yeah, especially after we, the old
Got
manor.
plenty of charcoal too. Yeah. I mean, that's where you got a lot of bricks from, I assume. Unless you just like chucked it all in the river. They could be
no, because I don't want the drinking water to be ruined.
haunted bricks. Just saying. The manor would have been, well, the demon would have been dealt with, but yeah, Matthias's advice would have been burn the manor, but I think he probably would have given you the choice, but largely as a test to be like, okay, how thorough is this guy going to be? Okay, some of these look too uniform, so we're just going to have to like bend them around a little bit. This is how you do it, ladies and gents. You just give it a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a little bit of that.
I mean, Matthias also gave me the option with Leopold too.
Yep.
I also didn't think it was much of an option.
For sure. For sure.
This dude just lived through God knows what over the last 16 years. So,
yeah. He had a bad day.
he had a bad 16 years.
No.
Right, there we go. That looks pretty good. There we go. Does Flowscape have a button to set all on fire when Matthias comes back? No, sadly not. I've got to go through the map and do it myself. It's a lot of work. Sculpt. Yeah, it does adjust the brickwork at least.
I think we're doing just fine that he's not going to have to kill everyone.
Yep. Uh-huh. No, everything will be fine. I mean, we haven't even started season 2 yet.
Hey, with Jeremiah, I didn't think anything was going to stop him from burning everything to the ground. But
yep.
I think we've done enough that Matthias probably wouldn't immediately go after us.
I would agree. That
especially if he wants me to look in cross-reference names.
Hmm.
Because that wasn't that part of the thing, was to also cross-reference and look into some of the names on that list.
He'll give them to you to look into, but as far as he's concerned, everyone's been caught. The majority, anyway. Might be one or two stragglers, but a satisfactory amount he would be saying. But the operation to do so would have been like everyone at everyone's disposal type thing. So it would have been a very big, operation. Right. That looks good up there. And then we'll just make that bit that extra little bit flat. Probably want to do that the other way around, don't I? Well, we'll see what you build there. Right, and that's... Yeah, I think I'm going to just smooth that off a little bit there. Yeah, so it actually looks like a path going round. Yoink, yoink. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Tom is ready for the colossal squig. Nearly. There are squigs in the campaign. I'll give you that. I can't say I've made the stats for a colossal one yet. It seems a little excessive. But, I mean, I didn't make as many greenskin tokens, though, because the group kind of gravitated away from greenskin things. So I think most people have put 2 and 2 together, that the whole mines and the dwarf side of things would have led them either toward Skaven or goblins, depending on sort of how they approached it and what they were up to. So the only thing I'm not too happy with here is the road, and I think that's just the intensity of the sun. You can sort of saturation white balance down a little bit. Bloom threshold up, bloom down, vignette. Yeah, that's the only thing that I'm not mad keen on. Sky brightness. Okay, not that one. Ambient light. Nah. No, I can't do much to change. I can change the actual paint job that we've done. So we can, if we go on paint, we can select this, that. Yeah. Sadly, the that's probably color-wise more appropriate, but it's the tiles are just, it needs to be twice as small or half as large. But I'm not really a massive fan of. So this is the herbalist shop, the lone building that's still here. So I kind of think you probably need to deal with that. Yeah, he knows.
What, burn that one down too?
Yep, definitely. Clearly tainted. Her parents are mutants. You think?
I mean, she does have some mutant paraphernalia in her house now.
Yeah, exactly. I'd burn. Poor Lazarus. They're now a couple, don't you know?
Sure.
For now, at least. Till she mutates.
until she forgets who she's dating.
Damn.
Or gets lost in the woods.
Yeah, I mean, that can happen. That happens. You 3 things you're waiting for. 1, orc invasion. 2, creepy old man.
Especially when you have the...
Yep. Put some skeleton houses representing them to rebuild. Yeah, there aren't really any, though. Actually, I think there might be something I can use. Bear with me, because I think there is a building type that I can delete the doink. If I go for this, it's not that one then, clearly.
Captain Defiance wants the creepy old man to mow tame.
Yep.
Is that what?
I think he means like mosey on into Tom. Just, you know, rock up and...
Which one was Botterham? Was that the one that...
Bottom. That was your...
halfling?
Yeah. Shoot them in the butt.
Bum Noble?
Yep, bum.
Let's see him try to do that to Wilfred. A couple leaves with 2 broken collarbones.
I love that he was going to, and Wilfred just like shook his head. Like, you could tell, like, Stone was just, you know, he was on the edge. He was a man ready to pounce. Right, I don't think there are any skeleton buildings I can think of here. I thought one of them you could delete. Let's just put a few in here. One of them you can select the roof of. I don't know which one, but yeah, so that's basically the closest we're going to get to an actual no, that one's a no. That one's a no.
All right, I'm gonna get off the mic for a
Ciao,
while. I
ciao.
got kids' duties.
Yep, no sweat. I think it might be another couple of these guys, so we're going to give a try.
I'll still be in chat. I just won't be
No worries.
annoying you with background noise.
Murr. That's what it's like. Murr.
Really? That's what it's like?
Yeah. It's not like it all the time. Right. It's not that bad. It's more more fuzz than
when
murr.
I get that sweet. When I get that sweet COVID quote unquote stimulus bill, I'll be sure to buy a new microphone.
Oh, you enjoy it, buddy.
All right. Good luck.
Ciao, ciao. Where the piss is that building that I just put here? Because I need to find it. Because that's the only one I'm aware of that you can actually get rid of the roof of. And I can't find that building already. It's not this one. Nope. It's not this one. No, it's definitely not that one. It's not that one. He can mow the grass. Who's mowing the grass? Right, that one, that one. Okay, one of those, one of those, one of those, one of those. Let's see if... L... Okay, so we're... Ah! Sure. Sure. I guess that's as close as we'll get to like a skeleton I'm rebuilding house. I'll have to ask them what they're actually building here, but... Right, there we go. With a floating motherfucking window. Yeah, that's... I mean, it kind of... looks okay. It doesn't look too bad. Yeah. That building's just too posh. Right. Like, I do like the idea of construction having started for some things, even if I have no idea what they are, but I think we may have to leave that for now. Tell you what I might do though, is I might paint and erase. This is actually more of a hill than I thought, so... There we go. I think we're going to wiggle that around a little bit. And doink. Pop you down there. Pop you down here. Pop you down there. Right, so I've clearly got a little bit of work to do still in fixing this ship, but we're getting there. This is looking better at least. We've now got a usable area up here that's sort of been excavated. I'll probably... This looks too unnatural now, so what we'll probably do is just sculpt this to be like a little larger. There we go. Just bought Flowscape to have a quick play around as a 3D landscaping tool. It's fairly cheap, but the process found a bug with the Steam UI that insta-crashes Steam. Thanks for that, Hydra. Oh, sorry, mate. I don't know how you found it. I've not had any bugs yet. Like, I definitely have some processing issues. It is a little bit on the angular side, a lot of it, which is frustrating. Imagine a whole way from Midfurt to Tahme. Sounds like punishment more cruel. Yeah. Right. There we go. But it's starting to look a little less... Oh. Yeah, the polygons here do kind of trigger me a little bit because it just doesn't look right. Right. So I'm going to say these are probably structural in that moving them would make all of this shit collapse. So there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Right. Looking better. Looking better. Right, there we go. I like that. That one needs changing, but... Right, so that looks a little less unnatural now. That does look suspiciously like a... Oh, like a bad type of stone. You guys know what I mean. Right, okay. Crisis averted. Right, there we go. Looking good, looking good, looking good. So we've got a fair bit to do like that, so I probably need to... Probably have a bit of work to do here as well, making this look more normal. Doesn't actually keep anyone out, clearly, so... I might even... You know what? We might keep one of these buildings up here. Unlock. There we go. Might even keep one of them. Oh. Bye. Right. Bye. Right. Just down into the ground a little bit for me, please. That looks better. Don't laugh at your subjects. Yes, Thorg. Instead, a plaza in the centre could be a ring, with a herbalist and some other stores in the centre. Yeah, that sounds nice. I think what I'll... Oh, I've got to deal with this. There we go. I think what we could do is just... like, these buildings can basically be built in a week, so... we'll have 3 more buildings there of just unknown designation. Okay, yeah, we'll raise them up a little bit and put some steps out in the front. Right. That at least makes that look a bit less odd. And I think that is probably where we're headed with this. Okay, what we'll do is doink, doink, doink. Right. This will be expanded. And doing this has given me all sorts of ideas for endeavours as well. The event table things, local crops. What goes wrong to them? Everything goes wrong with them. I forgot that you like doing this, you stupid game. Now I have to select each of them individually, otherwise they go all orange. Ah, fuck it, they've done it again. They've done it again. Now when you export the image, they'll be orange. But we're getting there. I would say we're about halfway of where we want to be. This will be the angle we'll be looking at for the picture. For the screenshot rather, so I might say a tower is being erected here, maybe. I'll leave that with Thorg, and I might put a palisade round here. Feck it, I'll put some buildings up here, just a couple of like... let's just grab... sculpt... Right, just a little bit of that. Right, there we go. And what we'll do is we'll use a... couple of these look a little bit like farming buildings. There's one that looks a little bit better. Where is it? Yay, defensive towers. Right, there we go. And ambient light needs to go up. Height of the sun can go up there. Ambient light can go down. What's up with the sunlight? It's like the ambient light's pretty low. We can turn the exposure up a little bit, I guess. Turn the intensity down. That's a bit better. Sculpt. Sculpt. Ah, it's not adjusting the map anymore. Gonna rewatch Making of Old Time and cry. Oh no. Oh, this is farmer shit. This is farmer shit. Let's just save this. Doink. And right. Yeah, we'll save that there. I think I've broken it. Yeah. It's actually not adjusting the map anymore. Okay. You lost a heck of a lot of the stuff and peeps. Yeah, but you didn't lose any of the named NPCs. So you just lost a bunch of randos. There we go. Right, let's just see if this sculpt now works. Nope. Right, it's officially balked. So what we're going to have to do, ladies and gentlemen, is we will come back stronger than ever. I'll probably do a little bit more of this while I'm working tomorrow. And we'll see what's happening in Tahme. But I think for now it's going to be interesting to watch this town evolve. We're going to have 100 people living here at the most, so it'll be pretty small. Yeah, and you could have lost the entire town. Like, that was on the cards. That was very much on the cards. I guess what I might do is leave some... what do you think this would be used for in the meantime? Because it's just going to be like a... It's just going to be like an open space, you know? A bunch of tents for the homeless, maybe? Or just nothing. Or just nothing. We'll see. Ladies and gentlemen, though, I need to get some sleep. So I hope you found this interesting, and thank you for stopping on by. We'll be doing loads of these streams, so don't worry. We'll be gradually padding out the world, and we're getting there. So I'll see you around. We'll talk soon. Toodle.